Hi guys, this is Miss Guida, and this is your review video for your first test. Feel free to pause the video whenever you need to and rewatch whatever questions you seem to be struggling with. Let's get started. Question 1 says, select the three statements that are true if triangle XYZ is similar to triangle EFD. First thing we need to do here is draw a picture because they haven't given us one. So I'm going to draw two triangles, X, Y, Z, and in blue I'm going to draw a triangle E, F, D. All right, we know if two triangles are similar, then their angles are equal to each other and their side lengths are proportional. So A says, is angle Y equal to angle F? That's going to be true. They're both in the same spot. B says XY, I'm going to find that side, over EF, okay, those sides match up, is equal to XZ, that's the bottom one, over DE, that is also the bottom one. Since all of those match up, answer choice B is true. Let's try C. Triangle ZYX, so we're starting from the right, is similar to triangle FDE. Those were not named in the same order, so C is not true. Let's try D. D says angle YXZ, that is the angle on the left-hand side, is equal to angle DEF, angle E. Again, that's the angle on the left-hand side. That's equal. And let's just check letter E. Letter E says YZ, that is the right side, over YX, that's the left side, equals EF, that was the left side. We already know that one's not true. They're not going in the same order. Best thing to do on this problem is make sure you draw that picture. Question 2 says the two triangles are similar. Find the values of X and Y. We know that if two triangles are similar, their angles are equal to each other. Without doing any math at all, we know that angle X is going to be equal to 30 degrees. In order to find Y, Y is a side length, and we know that side lengths are proportional. So we're going to make a proportion. I'm going to start with a number on the left. So side Y matches up with 2.5 is equal to side length 8 matches up with the 5. To solve a proportion, we're going to cross multiply, and we get that 5y is equal to 20. And when we divide, we get that y is equal to 4. This question wants to know if these two triangles are similar. The first thing I want to realize is that there are two triangles. We have the small triangle in red and the big triangle in blue. I want to make sure I write down what the side lengths of the big triangle are. So the right side would be if I add 21 and 14. Gives me a side length of 35. And then the left side of that triangle, if I add 12 and 8 together, it gives me a side length of 20. We already know that they share angle C, so now I just want to see if these sides are proportional. In order to do that, I'm going to compare the side length on the small one, which is going to be 21, and we're going to compare it with 35. If I simplify that, that's going to give me 3 over 5. Doing the same thing on the left side, I'm going to compare the small triangle, was 12, to the big triangle, which was 20. 12 over 20 also simplifies to 3 over 5. So yes, we know these two triangles are similar by side angle side, and then we've been asked to write a similarity statement. We're just going to name the triangles in the same order. So small triangle QCT will be similar to triangle MCP. Again, we want to know if these two triangles are similar. The only information I was given on this problem were side lengths, so we want to compare the sides on each triangle. I like to start off with the small side on the left triangle is 4, to the small side on the right triangle is 6. 4 over 6 simplifies to 2/3. Again, medium side on the left triangle is 6, to medium side on the right triangle is 9. 6 over 9 also simplifies to 2/3. And finally, the big sides, 7 over 10.5 also simplifies to 2/3. So these two triangles are going to be similar by side, side, side. And finally, we write our similarity statement. Triangle YXZ is similar to, let's name it in the exact same order, is going to be RPQ. And the last one in this section doesn't have any numbers on it. Again, we are comparing the small triangle in red to the big triangle in blue. First thing you should notice is they share this angle C. It's reflexive. Then we also need to notice that we have parallel lines in this problem. Parallel lines make corresponding angles. So angle CHG in yellow is going to be equal to angle CBA, also in yellow. And that's enough information to prove that the two triangles are similar by angle similarity. Then we can name them both. The small one, GCH, will be similar to triangle ACB. This next group of problems wants us to solve for x. We just want to make a proportion and solve. I'm going to start on the left side. 12 on the left compares with x on the right is equal to 5 on the left compares with 6 on the right. We cross multiply in order to solve these. 5x is equal to 72. When you divide by 5, you get x is equal to about 14.4. Same idea on this problem, except we need to realize that 17.5 is referring to the entire length of both of those pieces added together. So in order to make our life easy, let's find the entire length of the left side and add both of those pieces together. 6 plus 8 gives us 14. The easiest way to set up this proportion is to just compare like pieces. So the 8 on the left-hand side compares with the x on the right-hand side. The whole length of 14 on the left compares with the whole length of 17.5 on the right. Again, in order to solve these, we're going to cross multiply. We get 14x is equal to 140. And when we finish solving, x equals 14. Question number 5 wants us to find the length of segment XY. And notice they haven't labeled anything on our picture. So let's start with that. QR is going to be having a length of 7. RX has a length of 2. And RS has a length of 10. Since that bottom portion of the small triangle was labeled, we want to be comparing small triangle to big triangle. We're looking for the side length XY on the bottom of the big one. So let's start with small side length, or the left side of the small triangle is 7, compares with the big triangle, 7 plus 2 would have been 9, is equal to, the bottom part of the small triangle is 10, over the bottom part of the big triangle, which is x. When we cross multiply, we get that 90 is equal to 7x, and we divide, x is equal to 12.9. Question number 6 says plot a point on a line perpendicular to AB that goes through point P. First thing we want to do is find the slope of AB. So I'm going to count my rise and my run. If I start counting, it looks like we're going down 7. That's going to be a negative 7. And we go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So AB has a slope of negative 7 over 5. But we want the line that's perpendicular to AB. So I know the perpendicular slope means flip it and negate it. So when I flip it and negate it, it will be a positive 5/7. So now we are going to start at point P and use our slope of 5/7. That means go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over to the right 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put a dot, and that is all I need on that problem. Number 7 is a word problem and it has no pictures, so we want to make sure we draw one. Sean is 5 feet tall. The angle of elevation to the top of a tree is 42 degrees. He's standing 8 feet from the tree, and I want to know how tall the tree is. So I'm going to draw a picture that models this. I'm not an artist. There's my tree, and here is Sean. We know that Sean is standing 8 feet from the tree. He is 5 feet tall, and then this triangle is made from his eyes to the top of the tree. So what's important right now is that red triangle. Angle of elevation is always going to go in the bottom corner. So there's our 42 degrees. I know that that base of our triangle has a length of 8. And I eventually want to know how tall the tree is. So I'm going to put the X on the height of my triangle. This is a SOHCAHTOA problem. X is our opposite, 8 is our adjacent. So we're going to use tangent of 42 degrees is equal to X over 8. We cross multiply, and X is equal to 8 tangent of 42. When I use my calculator and type in 8 tangent of 42, X ends up being 7.2. But that is only the height of the triangle. So in order to find the entire height of that tree, we need to add the 7.2 plus Sean's height of 5. And when we do that, we get 12.2 feet. Squared. Oops. And final question, we want to figure out if the side lengths of 10, 26, and 24 form a triangle. If they form just any old triangle, then the small plus the medium must be bigger than the large. Our small is 10, our medium is 24, and if I add that, that will be bigger than 26. So that is yes. Be careful because these numbers were not in order from smallest to largest. Now the second part of the question wants to know if it makes a right triangle. That new word right means the Pythagorean theorem must work. So a squared plus b squared must equal c squared. When we plug in our numbers, we get 10 squared plus 24 squared. I'm wondering if that equals 26 squared. If you type all that in your calculator, 10 squared plus 24 squared gives us 676, and 26 squared also gives us 676. So, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is also a right triangle.